Vulnerability is the gateway to a deeper connection with what is most real within ourselves. Have you ever woken up between 3 and 5 a.m. and wondered if it has any special meaning? In today's video, we're going to unravel the mystery of these quiet early morning hours, diving into the fascinating studies of Dolores Cannon on altered states of consciousness, regression, and the power of the subconscious. Get ready for an intriguing journey where we will explore the profound spiritual implications of waking up during this period and what it might reveal about our spiritual path. One of the first explanations is that the veil between worlds becomes thinner. During these hours, especially around 3 a.m., it is believed that the barrier between the physical and spiritual worlds weakens. This moment, known as the witching hour, is seen as a time when the boundaries between the physical and spiritual realities become more fluid, allowing for greater interaction between these dimensions. For many spiritual traditions, this period is considered a time of intense spiritual activity and expanded consciousness, connecting us to altered states of mind. Dolores Cannon, in her metaphysical investigations, highlighted these moments as unique opportunities for a deeper spiritual awakening. During these hours, our perception expands, allowing for a more intimate connection with the invisible dimensions of reality. The mind, then, opens up to receive messages and guidance from higher levels of existence, whether through symbolic dreams or spiritual experiences that feel more real than ever before. Dolores's work also explores the role of spiritual guides and angels, suggesting that waking up during these hours could be a call from these beings. They play a vital role in our spiritual development, and according to her, it is essential to pay attention to these awakenings, as they may contain valuable messages. Dolores recommended the practice of recording dreams, thoughts, or sensations that arise upon waking in the early hours. Keeping a journal can bring deep insights and a clearer understanding of the spiritual guidance being sent to us in these moments. Deeply understanding the interactions that occur during this period can open doors to connecting with spiritual guides, allowing you to receive guidance that can positively transform your spiritual journey. The second reason behind these awakenings may be that someone is trying to communicate with you. In the quiet hours between 3 and 5 a.m., a unique spiritual phenomenon occurs. Our sensitivity to others' energies intensifies. The stillness of the environment and the calmness of the mind favor this state, making us more receptive to the subtle energies around us. This heightened energetic sensitivity is especially noticeable when someone is thinking intensely about us, missing us, or sending us emotionally charged thoughts. According to Dolores Cannon's studies, thoughts and emotions go beyond simple internal experiences. They are powerful forms of energy that connect us with others, surpassing the physical limitations of traditional communication. Waking up during these hours may not be a coincidence, but rather a true energetic call from someone deeply connected to you. To recognize and connect with these energetic calls, Dolores Cannon encouraged complete trust in intuition. This intuitive perception may be directly related to important bonds in our lives. If you wake up during these hours, reflect on the people with whom you share strong emotional connections. It may be that someone is thinking of you, needing your presence or your energy. By recognizing and responding to these connections, you can strengthen those bonds, bringing clarity and comfort to both you and the other person. Cannon also suggested that if a specific person suddenly comes to mind, it could be more than just a coincidence. It might be an energetic sign, a deep and subtle form of communication between souls, uniting the physical and spiritual in a moment of meaningful connection. Furthermore, she believed that these energetic calls reflect a vast network of spiritual connections that we all share. This invisible yet powerful web connects each of us, and when we wake during these hours, we are more attuned to this network, ready to receive the messages and emotions of those around us. The third reason is related to the emergence of creative ideas focused on manifestation. In the quiet hours of the early morning, it is believed that the universe, or a higher consciousness, takes advantage of this moment of stillness to bring forth innovative and inspiring ideas. During these hours, the conscious mind is more relaxed, allowing thoughts related to personal projects, major life changes, or new ventures to emerge more clearly and accessibly. Dolores Cannon, in her studies, deeply valued these moments of spontaneous creativity. She believed that the ideas that arise during the early morning are not mere coincidences, but are intimately connected to our inner purpose. For Dolores, it was essential to keep an idea journal, noting any thought or inspiration that arose during this period, as she viewed the subconscious as particularly active and revealing at these times. These insights, according to her, are not random, but are directed to guide us toward fulfillment and life purpose. Furthermore, this period is considered a privileged time for spirituality. Many people wake up unexpectedly in the early hours of the morning, and this phenomenon has been widely studied for its deep spiritual significance. It is during this interval that the barrier between the physical and spiritual worlds becomes thinner, providing a unique opportunity for introspection and spiritual connection. Dolores Cannon believed that at this moment, the distractions and pressures of daily life fade away, creating a conducive environment for spiritual growth and the acquisition of deeper wisdom. It is a time when the difficulties of everyday life seem to dissipate, allowing for clarity and serenity to reflect on the great mysteries of life. Dolores always emphasized the importance of using these hours for introspection and meditation. This quiet period is ideal for connecting with our inner selves, seeking answers to important personal questions, or dealing with existential dilemmas. She suggested practices such as guided meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in silence and reflecting. For Dolores, the key is to be open and receptive to the wisdom of the universe. In this state of receptivity, we can obtain meaningful answers for our life journey and feel more connected to the universal whole. Finally, there is also the matter of communication with angels. In this context, Dolores Cannon explored the intriguing possibility of establishing contact with our guardian angels, something she considered a unique and fascinating opportunity during these quiet hours. Waking up at a specific time, like 3:33 a.m., could be more than just a coincidence. Many spiritual traditions believe that this moment might represent a direct message from guardian angels, who are seen as spiritual guides assigned to protect and guide us. These celestial beings have the role of helping us find the right path, offering support and wisdom during important moments. Repeatedly waking up at this time can be interpreted as a sign from these guardians, an attempt to communicate during the quietest and most vulnerable moments of the day, suggesting they are present to offer guidance or answers. This phenomenon takes on even more significance for those who have been seeking answers through prayers, meditations, or manifestations. Waking up during these hours may be a way for guardian angels to respond to these spiritual pursuits, indicating that your prayers have been heard and that answers are being communicated through a form of spiritual connection. Dolores Cannon believed that upon waking at a specific time, we should pay attention to the thoughts and feelings that arise at that moment. These moments of clarity might contain direct messages from your spiritual guides, offering valuable wisdom for your spiritual progress. Recording these experiences and reflecting on them can help decipher hidden messages and better understand what the angels are trying to convey. Another significant reason for waking up at this time is the need to develop more compassion for oneself. When investigating the spiritual reasons behind awakenings between 3 and 5 a.m., we find a lesson directed at our inner critic, the urgency to be kinder and more understanding toward ourselves. We often impose excessively high expectations in various areas of our lives, whether at work or in our personal relationships. Waking up during these hours may be a subtle reminder from the universe that it's time to ease that internal pressure. Excessive self-criticism breeds frustration and unnecessary stress, and recognizing this is especially important for those who constantly demand perfection from themselves and others. When these expectations are not met, the disappointment can run deep. Often, this self-criticism is rooted in deeper fears, such as the fear of being betrayed or disappointed, making it difficult to fully trust the people around us. Waking up at times like 3:35 a.m. may be an invitation to examine these anxieties and recognize the thought patterns that limit our well-being. This quiet morning moment provides the perfect environment for introspection and healing. It is an opportunity to realize that imperfections are part of the human experience, and that by practicing self-forgiveness, we can develop a more compassionate attitude toward ourselves and others. Facing these internal issues during reflective hours allows us to begin a healing process and build healthier relationships. both with ourselves and those around us. Learning to trust goes beyond trusting others. It also involves believing in yourself and accepting that perfection is often unattainable. This signal is an invitation to embrace your vulnerability, recognizing that within it lies strength and the potential for growth. The seventh reason is spiritual awakening at 3 a.m. This explanation is one of the most frequently discussed when talking about waking up at this specific time. It is a profound concept that touches on the spiritual traditions of various cultures. Many of these traditions consider the early morning hours a crucial period when the barriers between the physical and spiritual worlds weaken. It is believed that this moment offers an opportunity for greater spiritual connection and awareness. At 3 a.m., distractions from the physical world are at a minimum, creating an environment conducive to the spiritual revealing itself more clearly. It may be a time when the universe is trying to communicate something important, whether it be a message, a revelation, or a call to action. For many, waking up at 3 a.m. can be interpreted as a sign that your guardian angel is trying to draw your attention to an important matter or offer guidance on a significant dilemma. This spiritual communication can manifest in various ways: an intuitive feeling, a sudden moment of understanding, or even through vivid dreams with deep meanings. This awakening can also be an invitation for deeper personal reflection, a moment of spiritual growth, and an exploration of your life path. Waking up at this time is an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual development. Dolores Cannon believed that these moments of quiet and introspection were gateways to powerful spiritual insights. Using this time to meditate, pray, or reflect can lead to a deeper connection with your inner self and the universe around you. Another fascinating phenomenon that arises when exploring the spiritual meaning of waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. is astral projection. This concept is directly tied to the teachings of Dolores Cannon, a renowned researcher of metaphysical phenomena. Her studies on regression therapy and the subconscious point to a significant connection between this time frame and the possibility of out-of-body experiences, such as astral projection. During these hours, the spiritual environment is more active, which may allow the soul or spirit to move beyond the physical body, experiencing extraordinary events. According to Cannon, astral projection is a journey of discovery. Beyond the physical reality we experience daily, astral projection opens the possibility of traveling through various planes of existence, granting access to realities beyond our usual understanding. Accounts from those who have experienced regression sessions often describe these astral journeys as moments of intense illumination and profound wisdom, where knowledge is gained that transcends the ordinary. Dolores Cannon, an advocate for the careful exploration of this phenomenon, always emphasized the importance of treating astral projection with respect and caution, reminding us that these spiritual journeys can be powerful tools for self-discovery. For Cannon, the key to maximizing the value of these experiences is keeping a detailed record of each one. She encouraged those who underwent these experiences to document their journeys in a journal, reflecting on the lessons learned and the insights gained. This practice not only helps to understand the meaning of these journeys, but also reinforces her teachings on the connection between the subconscious and spiritual transformation. These out-of-body experiences, when properly reflected upon and analyzed, can serve as guides in our process of spiritual growth, offering new paths of understanding about the self and the universe. Astral projection offers a unique opportunity not only to explore the vastness of the universe, but also to gain deep knowledge that fosters spiritual growth and a broader understanding of existence. In these experiences, communication with spiritual guides intensifies, especially in the early morning hours when the mind is more open and receptive. According to Dolores Cannon, unexpected awakenings between 3 and 5 a.m. are moments of great connection, during which these guides can transmit important messages in a clearer and more direct manner. Cannon emphasized the importance of always being attentive to these opportunities. Upon waking during these periods, she suggested taking a few minutes to connect with spiritual guides, whether through meditation, prayer, or even simply sitting in silence and asking for guidance. Writing down any thoughts, feelings, or images that arise at that moment can help interpret and better understand the messages received. Beyond the spiritual aspect, it is essential to recognize the crucial role that sleep and waking play in our daily well-being. While we explore the spiritual dimensions of these early morning awakenings, it is also important to remember that sleep is vital for physical and mental health. Frequent awakenings may indicate that something in the body or mind needs attention. Dolores Cannon emphasized the need to balance spiritual care with physical care. If these awakenings are persistent and disruptive, it is important to assess factors such as stress, anxiety, diet, and sleep routine. Cannon believed that in addition to nurturing our spirituality, we must maintain a healthy mind and body to achieve true balance. If you've made it this far, I would like to express my deep gratitude for your attention and support. Your presence is essential to the growth of this channel. If this content brought value to you, or if you learned something new, consider showing your support with a like and leaving a comment. If you're out of ideas for what to comment, simply type 369 so I know you made it to the end. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends and family. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I recommend you watch the next one, which is already appearing on the screen. Imagine yourself sitting in the quiet hours between 3 and 5 a.m., when the world is still and the mysteries of existence seem to whisper in your ear. You've stayed with me throughout this journey, and I want to take a moment to reflect on what that means. You've stepped into a realm where the physical and spiritual collide, where the teachings of Dolores Cannon have invited us to explore the deeper layers of our consciousness. But your presence here, until the very end, is more than just a passive act. It's a sign of your own spiritual curiosity, your quest for understanding what lies beyond the surface. There's something magical about this connection we've built. Just like the early morning awakenings we've discussed, your staying power is a signal, maybe a sign that you're ready for something more, something deeper. Think of this video as one of those moments where a door creaks open, offering you a glimpse into a new way of thinking. By being here, you've chosen to walk through that door, and for that, I am truly grateful. Let me share a quick story that ties all of this together. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, like so many of us do, and feeling a strange pull, a nudge that something is different. That's exactly what happened to me when I first discovered these spiritual awakenings. It felt like the universe was trying to communicate, just like Dolores Cannon said it would. And now, you're part of this experience. By making it to the end of this video, you've answered a call that not everyone hears, and that's powerful. So thank you for not just watching, but for truly being here. You're a vital part of this growing community, and together, we're on a path that's both mysterious and illuminating. If you felt connected to any part of this journey, drop a 369 in the comments. Let's continue this dialogue. Your thoughts, your energy, they matter more than you know. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and I'll be here for the next step of the adventure. Until then, remember, the universe is always speaking, and you're already listening.